The most quoted passage in American oratory was not in the script. He set his notes aside and improvised it. On this day, in 1963, around 250,000 people gathered in Washington for the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The organizers had spent months on it, and they were frightened of it. Nobody had any idea whether 10,000 people would turn up or 500,000. The city braced itself. Hospitals cleared beds, and liquor sales were suspended for the day. What arrived was one of the largest political gatherings the country had ever seen, and it was almost eerily orderly. People came by bus and by train from every state, carrying packed lunches, and stood in the heat all day. Martin Luther King spoke last, at the end of a very long program, to a crowd that had been standing for hours. He had a prepared text, and he delivered it. It was good, and it was going fine, and it was not what anyone remembers. Then, from behind him on the platform, the gospel singer Mahalia Jackson called out to him to tell them about the dream. He pushed the text to one side. What followed was largely extemporaneous, drawn from passages he had used before, but never in that form, in that place, in front of that crowd. It is the part every school child in the country can quote. It was carried live on television into living rooms of people who had never attended a march in their lives, and it moved the argument in a way years of speeches had not. The most famous words in modern American history were the ones he decided to say in the moment. What would you have said with 250,000 people waiting?